Oh yeah, I'm Average Dad and we're here in Cerritos because we're grabbing some Filipino desserts here at Goldilocks. So there are two sides to Goldilocks. Right over here you can sit down at the restaurant and have some Filipino food, or right behind me you can get all this Filipino desserts, dude. This is the area where we're gonna be looking at, so let's check out some of the foods. The desserts that they have here are excellent, man. Look at this. Now this is Puto cups with cheese. No, I just did not, because that's actually the name of it. Puto is actually a steam cake. Got some Pandesal. I love Pandesal. In this Goldilocks fridge, it looks like they have a bunch of sweets. You got some chocolate rolls, some iced cocoa rolls, some ube rolls. What? An egg pie? Look at that, crema de fruta, dude. That looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. It's a mocha roll for $6.79. That's pretty big, bro. Now the fridge adjacent to the one that we just looked at has some good stuff too. Check it out. They got some chicken turnover, some empanada, some pork lumpia. Now if you're an adventurous type, man, they got dine on here, and they got one of my favorite things, lechon. Snacks we bought. So we're gonna head off home now, but if you're wondering where Goldilocks is, the 91 freeway is right here behind me. You're gonna want to exit Norwalk, make a left, and it's gonna be right here in this area. And there's my mom. West 91. Exit Norwalk Boulevard. We made it back home. Now it's time to get into what we got. We got some Ensaymadas, we got some Pandesal, we got provolone, we have some Ube Crinkles, we have an assortment of Puto, and we have some Siopao. So let's get into the food. We're kicking off this Filipino food adventure with the pork Siopao, man. So let's go ahead and rip this open and get in the middle. Oh, dude, look how good that looks. Now it is piping hot, it just came out of the microwave, was in there for about 1 minute. But look how good this Siopao looks. Only if you guys could smell the aroma that's coming out of this Siopao, man. This Siopao is ridiculously good. The bun is nice and soft, and the pork itself is great, man. You get a little hint of soy sauce, and a little sweetness comes through. If you are a fan of Siopao, I highly recommend you going out to Goldilocks in Cerritos and grabbing you some, man. This is really good, and this is getting a solid 3 out of 3. When we were in Goldilocks, I did say this is the first time I ever saw the Ube Crinkles, so let's try this next. I like the packaging. Let's open it up. Oh, okay. So it looks like your Ube cookies. 10 crinkles come in a package, and dude, this smells good, man. It smells like Fruity Pebbles. What does it taste like, Fruity Pebbles? This crinkle way exceeded my expectations, man. It is nice and soft, and this right here is actually powdered sugar, which gave it a nice sweetness. Does it taste like Fruity Pebbles? It kinda does taste like Fruity Pebbles because of the sugar on it. And at first bite, you really don't taste the ube. The ube comes in after, as it starts going down your throat. This is another item that I highly recommend you getting if you are in Cerritos and stopping at Goldilocks, dude. The Ube Crinkles are getting a 3 out of 3. Now it's time for one of my favorite Filipino snacks, dude, the polvoron. Now each of these bags, there comes 8 pieces, and there is 4 different flavors in each bag. So let's go ahead and open it up. Oh yeah, dude. I love these Filipino shortbread cookies. It looks like we got the cookies and cream, ube, Rice Krispies, and we got the classic one. Let's start with the cookies and cream, man. I'm really interested in seeing what this one tastes like. Here is the shortbread right here. You can see the Oreos in the center, and they are pretty fat when you compare it to my fingernail. Let's grub on the cookies and cream. The cookies and cream one was pretty good. You did get a little hint of the cookies and cream themselves. Now, if you've never tried a Filipino shortbread cookie, it's not like an American shortbread cookie. These are more crumbly, which I really like. Cookies and cream get an easy 3 out of 3. Now let's open up the Ube one. I really did like this one too. This is getting a 3 out of 3. Let's see how the Rice Crispy one compares to the other one. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. So far, the Rice Crispy one is my favorite. This one's getting a 3 out of 3 too. Last up is going to be the classic Polverone. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Every single one of those were great, but my favorite one is going to be the Rice Crispy one. But now it's time for one of my favorite Filipino desserts of all time, and that's the Ensaymada. And look how many we have. Now we're going to start with this one on our far left, which is going to be the classic Ensaymada. Followed by that, dude, is the Macapuno. If you don't know what Macapuno is, it is a young coconut, followed by a regular Ube one. After the regular Ube one, we have a Ube Delicious one, and check this out, man. This is brand new. It is a cinnamon raisin Ensaymada. Let's start with this one. Now, before we move on, dude, huge thanks to everybody that did vote in our last poll. Now, the poll was, do you guys want me to do more Disneyland, Downtown Disney, and DCA content? Or do you want me to ramp up the Let's Grub with 70% Let's Grub, 30% Downtown Disney and Disneyland, dude? And this is the first of many Let's Grub videos to come. Enough of me talking. Let's get into this raisin Ensaymada. Open it up real quick. These things are fat. This looks like a cinnamon roll, man. Oh, dude, just look at this. Look at that Ensaymada, man. That looks really, really good. I'm for sure excited on this one, man. Dude, this was good. Just look at all that pillowy goodness and all the layers that is in this Ensaymada, man. That's an easy 3 on 3 on that one, man. Getting the Ube one. This one's a purple. You can see the purple. That's like a boysenberry purple right there. Get into this one. Oh, look how purple it is on the bottom. The Ube Ensaymada was nice and pillowy, and the Ube flavor itself was more of an afterthought. I really did like this. This one's getting a 3 out of 3 too, but so far, dude, that raisin one trumps this one. On to the next one. And the last one was a Ube Delicious. This one we're gonna have is the regular Ube, and what is the difference between that? This one is, you can see right here, there's cheese on this one. Let's open it up. Let's take it out of the bag. Oh, dude. That looks so good. One thing I like about Goldilocks' Ensaymadas is how fat they are, man. Oh, I wasn't expecting that one. So you can see the Ube in the bottom. Now, honestly, I actually like this one more than the other one. I think because it's more of a traditional style Ensaymada when you have the cheese on top. Don't get me wrong, man. The Ube Delicious was really good too. This is getting another 3 out of 3. Oh, man. I'm starting to get full. So before we even get in the Macapuno Ensaymada, don't forget to go down, like, and subscribe. What, actually, let's open both of these at the same time and compare them. So let's open up the Macapuno one first. Now, Macapuno, like I said earlier, is a young coconut. Got that right there. Here is the other Ensaymada. So the Macapuno is actually on top of the Ensaymada. Now let's try the regular Ensaymada and see how that compares to the Macapuno. So both of these were delicious, and they're both getting a 3 out of 3. But which one did I like more, the traditional one or the Macapuno? I'm gonna have to say the Macapuno, and the reason why is because it was a lot sweeter to me than the original one. But the original one's just as good, man. So those are every single one of the Ensaymadas. So this is Puto, and it is steam cakes, which is really good. The one on the right is going to the Ube one, and this one's gonna be more of an Ensaymada style. Ensaymada style one first. Now the Ube. Both of these were solid, and they're gonna get a 3 out of 3. Now, if you've never tried these, like I did say earlier, they are steamed, so they have a very spongy kind of flavor to it, more like a sponge cake. Now, the Ube one didn't have a pop of the Ube flavor in it. It was very subtle till it coated your palate, then you got it. The Ensaymada one was a lot sweeter than this one. Both of these are going to get a 3 out of 3, but this one right here is my favorite one out of them. And last up on today's Let's Grub video is the Pandesal. Now, the Pandesal is a Filipino dinner roll, and this goes great in the morning, man. Toast that, put some peanut butter on it, have some eggs, man. This is the way to go in the morning. So if you're not familiar with Pandesal, this is the Pandesal right here. Now let me crack this open for you guys real quick. I love this bread. You know the best way that I can explain to you if you've never tried Pandesal? Do you guys like King's Hawaiian roll? If you guys do, you're gonna love the Pandesal, man. The Pandesal is getting a 3 out of 3. My favorite way to eat the Pandesal is when you get the soup from the adobo, let the Pandesal soak up. Dude, we need to go back to Goldilocks and get some adobo. We ate a lot of food today. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you guys for hanging out with me today on this Let's Grub video where we tried some Filipino food from Goldilocks. Now, we really appreciate every single one of you guys, and none of this would be possible without every single one of you, so thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and go down below, bro, and subscribe, because we love to have you on future adventures. Well, you guys have a great day, and we will catch you next video. Deuces!